Good afternoon. Welcome to Northumberland Zoo on YouTube. We are so sick of this rain, it's not even funny. But just before we head down to the river to take a look at the damage that has been done by the rain, I just wanted to show you these new enclosures. If you haven't been to the zoo this week during Easter, we finished off, well, almost finished these two new enclosures that are in our kind of front opening bit here. So I think they look pretty smart. So we've got one here for the sulcatas and another one for the armadillos just past there. So they're looking pretty good. If the weather would just fair up a little bit, we could actually start getting the animals outside, but it's just been relentless. So here's the armadillo one. Looks pretty cool. Ugh. So the next project is going to be getting this one sorted out. So this one's going to look very, very similar to that other tortoise enclosure, and that'll be for the leopards. Because as the sulcatas are getting bigger, they get to be a much, much larger tortoise. You cannot house them with the leopard tortoises because they're a much smaller tortoise and they'll squish them. So we're going to split out the two species. So I just want to show you, especially for our viewers that aren't from the UK and aren't experiencing this insane weather that we're having, because it's just been non-stop. I mean, I'm amazed at how many people have come to visit the zoo during the Easter holidays. Thank you so much if you did come down. We did have some nice days over the actual Easter weekend, but then it's back to this again. We've never known so much water. Check out the otter pond. Wow, it's just insane. I don't know if the otters are impressed or not, to be honest. Morning, kids. You alright, guys? How's it going? They're not impressed. But what we'll do is we're just going to cut down and have a look at the river. I can hear the river and we can't normally hear it. Oh, here's my dad. Oh, look at the wallabies. Now, all the animals have got shelter, so they have got a choice. And they are choosing wet. That's their choice. Oh. What's the verdict? Wow, I haven't seen the river that high for a long time. No.
The thing is, it'll get higher yet before it gets lower.
And why is that?
Well, all the water coming from further inland that's gathering up on the fields that'll have to go somewhere.
Wow, look at this down here. Gosh, it's not far off the visitor footpath.
Coming in.
Oh, there's a tree there.
Yeah. That one's working better than that though. That's bringing the storm water from the car parks.
All right.
So I was just heading up to the serval to see if we could get in there and try and divert that water somehow.
Yeah, well, I put my wellies on.
Well, my bloody boots are leaking.
Ah. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of stuff washed down. That tree was not there before.
You see that water level there?
Yeah.
I have seen it here.
Yeah.
That deep. So it's at least 2 meters lower than what I've seen.
Wow. Look at this.
I need a wrap.
So the reason why, if you've ever wondered why the lemur house has been built on stilts, it's because once upon a time, I mean, we're not far off of it now, but the water levels, so where this corner is, the water was up where the lemur house was when we, well, must have been about probably 8 years ago now we saw that. That's why we built the lemur house up a bit. Oh, goodness me. Wetlands are probably flooded. It is frustrating and it is something that's really annoying, and obviously we do get a lot of people cancelling, which is fair enough. But we can't control these things. When you rely on your busiest time of the year, which for us is the Easter holidays, and then this weather happens, like literally we're completely in the hands of the weather system. So it can be really disheartening. But because we had a good 3 days over the Easter weekend, we're not doing too bad. It's just a bit frustrating. Yeah, so there's a big drain that my dad dug in earlier this year to try and divert water from flooding the play area. Oh, there's a few brave visitors there. Never ceases to amaze us the determination of British people on a day out. Once they've got their tickets booked, they are coming.
This water non-existent.
Yeah, so earlier this year we were having an issue with this tapir house flooding really bad from the play area, but now underneath all this fresh stuff and underneath here, that's where all that water is pouring through down here, so that'll be great for making that big pondy lake thing. Oh, look at all this. Hopefully Tobias is all tucked up inside, nice and warm and dry. Yeah, this isn't too bad in here. All the cappies are in. Dear me. Even the capybaras are like, nah. But the other day,
Cold now.
when it was nice for about 5 minutes, I got some really nice shots of Afia enjoying the sun the other day, which I thought you might appreciate. Just to try and brighten up your day a little bit. Parrots are still out. They're pretty determined. They're all hanging up in the middle. They're having a great shower. You alright, kids? Oh, wow. Yeah, so this is our next issue, which you don't know these issues until it rains like it's raining now. And this drain is literally, it can't deal with the amount of water coming through. And this will go down here, is now flooding our brand new serval house. So how frustrating is that? Bet your Fia's not out, don't blame her. But that's why we try and give as many on-show indoor houses as we can, so if the weather is poor you can still see the animals at least. So we'll head down here. Oh, the drain is keeping up a little bit, but it's hard when you're trying to fight against that. Oh, it's washed loads of substrate down.
Yeah. Look at that down there.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
This is acceptable in flood weather. You know, we just need to probably just rake that out a bit better so it flows.
Yeah, we'll just make a nice ditch.
Yeah.
And just float on by. Let's see what we've got in here. Hello. Oh no, what a shame. Completely flooded. Hey sweetie, how you doing? I'm just gonna have a look in here. Alright. Oh, look at the state of this. Completely wet. But the problem is, this is what happens when you just get such unprecedented and consistent rainfall. You just can't keep up. Check out this drain. So, wow. So this is just going down past the Wildcats, and that's going straight down to the river there. And look at this.
Oh well, it's not a disaster.
No.
There you go.
So there we go. Hopefully this weather is gonna clear up here pretty soon, and then we can actually start making headway. We've got some pretty exciting projects on the horizon for this year, which I'll be announcing here pretty soon. Tomorrow we're hoping to let the pygmy marmosets out into the tropical house for the first time and see how they get on. That's going to be fun, so I'll be trying to film that to show you next week, so be sure to tune in for that one. The other species of primates that are coming into the tropical house, are Goaldi's monkeys, which are the black ones. So we're hopefully going to be getting a transport date sorted out by the end of the month for them. And then we've got white-faced Saki monkeys coming in as well as our 4th species, which is quite a unique primate. So that'll hopefully be by the end of the month as well. So we're hoping to have that house opened next week. We're getting all the signage and everything done this week for that. So yeah, there's a lot happening. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying your Easter, and I hope that you're staying dry. And if you haven't done already, please do remember to subscribe to the Northumberland Zoo channel and support what we're doing here and help us keep going through all this. And I shall see you